Even though now is a terrible time, I had to talk to them. Oh, Miami time. Masaru time. Let's go. Oh, dang. She looks terrible. Damn. She's not dead. This is just a nightmare, right, Masaru? Right, guys? Damn, I can't. Miami. This was supposed to happen. We can't be. I. Okay, I tried my best there. All right, Kaizui. Now isn't the best time to talk about that. I know, but we don't have a lot of time. We can't talk about it in front of her. They can't leave her alone like this, but take a look at this. Just like that, Masaru handed me this folded piece of paper. Judging by how Masaru blocked Miami's view with his body and gave me that look. Is this a note? Suicide note, maybe? Faked? I just want Miami to see this, so I should read this in my head. Let's see. Hey Masaru, let's meet up at the lobby after the morning announcement instead. I'm writing the letter because I don't want to wake you up. Oh, so this is from Cameron. I also gave the same letter to Miami. Like I said, let's meet up after the morning announcements in the lobby. Cameron. Alright, something is sus about that. 100%. So I know for sure it's not suicide, but this is a letter for Cameron, but from Cameron, but it's strange. Not to mention, it seems like Miami got one too. I looked up at Masaru, but he shook his head. He knows I want to ask so many questions, but Miami, she's... We can't talk about this. Not in front of her. Masaru grabbed the letter from my hands. I guess he wants to hold on to it. That's gonna be useful. So that's probably gonna come up for like if they ask about suicide or whatever. Hey Kaizui, are you done yet? No, but can you help me with something? I want to investigate what's on top of the vending machine. However, I'm not tall nor strong enough to get up there. I see. You don't want to use the chair because it's part of the crime scene, and jumping down from the second floor might mess up what's on top of it, correct? Yeah. Using the chair wouldn't be a good idea either way. It's super light and flimsy. I think if I stood on it for too long, I'd probably break it. So what's on top of the vending machine? I want to get a better look at the speaker, and who knows, maybe the culprit left something up there that can't be seen from this angle. That is true. I want to see what's up there. I understand, but how can I help you? I'm not taller than you, and I've never been that strong. I think I may be able to lift you up. Ooh, kinky. Back then, before the accident, sometimes I performed with another person. If I can throw and catch fire while having a person sitting on my shoulders, then I'm certain I can just simply lift you up. Harry's reminding me of like a part of crap, Kyoko. Like if Kyoko split into two people, that would be Harry and Yua. Stop bringing up bad stuff. I'm sorry for intruding, but I overheard your conversation. we're kind of in the middle of something. I understand, but I need to talk to Kaizui about a thing that is really important and private, so let me help you with your problem. How did Ikihara go again? I'm very strong, just like my last name. I could probably throw you out there if you like. No, thank you. No throwing, please. We just need to see what's on top. Alright. Huh? There isn't a whole lot to look at up here, but... that's odd. There's a pencil sharpener. That speaker, it looks like the volume is jacked up to the loudest setting, and the cord seems to be connected to the speaker. What's it connected to? And that cord goes all the way up to the second floor. There is no doubt this must be the cord Madeline was talking about. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So it's possible that someone in the kitchen or the cafeteria did something. That's strange. It looks like the vending machine's top is pretty dusty, except for this one area. Wait. Looks like something was wiped off here. Speaker. And then we get top of vending machine or something. Dustless area. Starting to see something. It's possible that... I need more evidence. Finally gonna do something. I don't mean pull you away from Harry, but this is important. I promise I'll make it quick. I got a letter from Cameron, I think. Wait. You think? What do you mean by that? God, Cameron. Hey, the letter was difficult for me to read. My first language is English. Do you know how hard it is to read Japanese from an English? Okay, so he is American, I think. Right, my bad. But what does it say? Just look at this. Ikihara handed me this folded piece of paper. Word for word, it was nearly identical to Masaru's letter, with one major difference. This letter was meant for Miami. Wait. Ikihara, are you aware that this letter was meant for Miami? Oh! Okay. So, Ikihara did switch with Miami and not Cameron. Alright, that makes sense. So we know for sure Ikihara didn't do it. We know Harry and Hyora didn't do it. And I'm pretty sure Miami and Masaru didn't do it, but I can't confirm Miami and Masaru. So that just leaves the cafeteria people and the people that were alone. Which means Venn is probably the most suspicious because he was in the cafeteria and we met him before the body discovery announcement. So watch out for that. Are you aware that this letter was meant for Miami? It took me a while, but yes. Did you switch rooms with Miami? Yeah, I guess she kept her promise. She didn't even tell Cameron about it. But did Cameron really write this? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I doubt Cameron probably wrote that. So that's a thing. What were you two talking about? What were you two talking about? Sorry, it's a private matter. Yua, were you able to find anything new while investigating Cameron's body? Why, yes, there is a lot to discuss. Unfortunately, Cameron did not have a quick death. She was struggling for a while until she lost consciousness. She did lose consciousness. I was a little thinking that that she got like knocked out by some poison, the chloroform, because that was hinted a lot during chapter 1. How could you tell? Well, as a profiler, analyzing criminals isn't my only skill. I have experience with analyzing corpses too. Her body resembles a past corpse I once studied. So she's nope, I forgot what they're called. A victim who died from strangulation. However, the victim didn't die instantly, so while fighting for their life, they tried to break the rope but ended up scratching their neck. So she was conscious for a while. Karen's body is exactly the same. You can see the chunks of dead skin and blood under her fingernails. What about the rope impressions on her neck? Can you tell if she passed away through hanging, or did someone wrap a rope around her neck? I originally thought that too, that the culprit strangled her with the rope. Then she tried to hide her true cause of death by making it look like she had hung herself, but... I think I know what happened. Oh, wait. That's not the case. The markings on her neck indicate that her true cause of death was strangulation by hanging. I'll say my theory after this. What about the bruises? Did she fight with the killer? I can't say. Maybe the problem is that Cameron is a well-known climber. She could have gotten those bruises while exploring. I can only say in theory, it's possible. Anything's possible. Did you notice anything else? Yes, like I said before, there's a lot to discuss. It's about the culprit and the crime scene itself. What about it? What about it? Harry, did you know you can tell a lot by a killer based off of the crime scene they leave behind? The way how they kill someone, the choice of murder weapon, etc.? Cameron's killer made a whole lot of mistakes. It's clear to me that this person rushed it. This culprit didn't put that much thought into it. This murder is a huge mess. This killer did not kill Cameron over a personal grudge, but rather they acted on emotional impulse, meaning the motive. The killer wasn't planning on killing anyone until the motive? The killer came up with a rushed murder plan within a few hours, then killed Cameron? Yeah, that's not a good thing. That's the last thing you want to do in this situation. Panicking. Exactly. You should never panic. It's not good. But how was the killer careless? You expected me to simply give you all the answers? Come on, dude. It's not fair. Why don't I give you a hint instead? And then the Nekami files. Look through all the pages. Let's say there are many inconsistencies. Alright, so I have to take a look at those again. You don't be like that. Was there anything else? Well, I did notice that Cameron's backside is awfully dirty. There's a lot of scuff and dust, and that's about it. Okay, that last part kind of threw me off. The dust on Cameron's back. So not entire back, just a little bit. So that means her back was on top of the vending machine, possibly. What that can mean? Inconsistencies, yeah. We have to look at that for sure. Mary, were you able to find anything besides what you two found on the vending machine? Maybe, ooh, new Sprite. That looks different. Maybe? I was looking through the trash cans to see if the killer left something in there. I think I found something, but I ended up feeling dizzy and stepped away from it. What's in there? Blood? Dizzy, can you point out this trash can for me? Yeah, it was that one. Harry pointed to the trash can that was close to the staircase. Dizzy, huh? I wonder if something in there that made you want to vomit. Sorry, but you can't look through this trash can. Come on, Nekami. Everyone's a killjoy. Huh? Why not? Because it would be bad if one of you guys became unconscious participating in the class trial. Participating in the class trial is mandatory. So what you're saying is that whatever is in that trash can could knock us out. In other words, something like the chloroform. Hey, so chloroform is okay. Things are starting to mix together. I'm seeing a little pattern here. Just take this and don't open the container. Sheesh, ungrateful children these days. Chloroform rag, yeah, the rag chloroform that knocks out someone. That can knock out someone if they're exposed to it too long. I guess that explains the dizziness I felt earlier. Wait, what was that Kaizui's testimony? I think that's his testimony from earlier about the bottles and poison. The killer was smart. They would have made sure to bring back the bottle, but it's pretty clear to me that this killer is a fool. You're all fools! To think they thought it was a good idea to throw the chloroform rag in the closest trash can, literally right next to the crime scene. What an idiot! You really are an idiot. However, I do agree that we should check. Check what? Yeah, you guys can go do that. There's something else I want to check on the second floor, so when you guys are done, you can meet up with me, okay? Roger that. Okay. You know, for a second, I really thought Harry had two different colored eyes, but I'm just high or something. Man, I don't know what's happening. As I got up to the second floor, I saw the cable that Madeline was talking about. I'm sure she is right. That cable was not there yesterday. Well, how am I supposed to know? I'm going to trust what they say. There is no doubt this is the cable that's connected to the speaker, but why is it here? Yeah, I'm starting to see something here. Envision! Tomoko? Hey, Kaizui. I thought you were investigating with the bit. Oh my god. And, Tomoko, could you please not insult my friends like that? I know you don't get along with Yua, but... And Harry. Wait, you just like Harry too? That's surprising. He's... never mind, it's stupid. Did you try confessing him too? Sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm just really moody right now. I'm really just trying to investigate. Were you able to find anything? I'm curious. I need more truth bullets, man. This is not enough. Well, the cable that's on the floor is connected to this big floor speaker, and I know that the rope was probably from the storage room. Alright. I remember seeing it in the storage room while I was looking for fall flowers. I see. Ugh, I know it's not an impressive find. Not like Yua or Harry, but I'm trying. Don't worry, Tomoka. You're good. Kazui, the reason why you decided to reject me yesterday, is it because rejected? Oh, Kazui, you're back, and mother, I seriously can't even get 5 minutes alone with you without Harry Wilcox ruining everything. And you are here too? Guys, I'm going to investigate somewhere else. If you want to talk to me, come alone, okay? Oh wow, I hope Harry didn't hear that. Harry, hello. You were talking to Tomoko? What was that about? She looked pissed off. You didn't hear that? Hear what? Just as I expected, the killer was too stupid to place everything back. The infirmary looked like a mess. It appears they were debating on which poison to use. And that just reinforced the fact that this murder was indeed rushed. So, what was that thing you wanted to check out? I wanted to look at that ceiling bar, the rope that, well, you know, is tied to one of these bars. I always thought that this area had a strange choice in design. Really now. Nakumi once told me that originally this was supposed to be a floor window like in malls or something, but when this building turned into a rehab lockdown. Alright, so this is the place that Nakumi told us about. The hole. They patched it up with bars and a fake panel ceiling to avoid anyone hurting themselves or committing suicide, but we all know how that turned out. It was cheap, minimal effort. However, if that was their goal, they should have made the bar too small for anything to slip through. The bar grids are too big, and the fake ceiling panels are easy to break off. Anyone could slip through. Well, actually... Kazui, what are you doing? I climbed over the safety bar to get a closer look, and I slipped and died at the end. I don't think everyone here could actually slip through. I can't say for certain, but I think most of the girls and guys can with ease. I'm actually not 100% sure if I can slip through. Maybe if I took my inner jacket off. Kazui, don't try it. So, who do you think can't slip through? I think Mayumi, Masaru, and Ikehara may have a difficult time slipping through the bars. I see. Not the truth bullet. This is... The more bullets there are, the harder it is to find out, but wait, that's it? TikTok? Guess who is bored already? Everyone head towards the lobby. We're going downstairs. Boop, 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 boop. I did not get that many truth bullets. Is that it? Is that all we need? I don't think that is. We got a lot of accounts, but we don't have a lot of information. Well, I went to the lobby, but something was different. The door was unlocked. Let me think a bit for here. Why would a small building like this need an elevator? You tell me, kiddo. You're the one that's actually there. This investigation fell so short. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. I was scared. Do I have enough evidence to find the culprit? I still don't have a clue on who could have done it. Alright, so we definitely had to go through all the truth bullets for this, because I'm going to try to like figure out how it's done with all the truth bullets I have. I'm still concerned that this is how many truth bullets I got. I only got like at least like 10, 12-ish. That's not really a lot. Usually you get like 20 maybe. But I think I can conjure up something. So each truth bullet should be able to use one. Some of them are to clear some misunderstandings, while other ones actually lead to the actual victim. So some of them are basically fake outs, while very few of them actually lead to the killer. So let's narrow them down one by one. So first off, let's start off with Kaizui's testimony. So Kaizui's testimony is about him reading the poisons and basically everything he knows about the poisons, and so he can probably bail out of what that is used for. I think that might not lead to the actual killer, because there's only a few people who should know about the poisons, and that's freaking Flower Girl and of course the trio of cool dudes, not the trio of misfits. Next we're gonna have Nekumi Files, which is number 1, and that's everything they say about Cameron. And so Cameron was killed by hanging and basically everything about it. So this is definitely something to counter out questions that people have. So it's not going to lead to a killer. It's just going to be one of those things to clear up misunderstandings on maybe how she was killed and all that stuff. Harry's account, I remember this is about oh yeah, so I remember Harry's account talking about the stairs, and so this might become handy because this can tell who came from the cafeteria and who didn't, which means the 5 people who came from the cafeteria I remember was Venn, Yua, and then the 3 people, Shishido, the Baker girl, and Madeline. So that's the 5 people there, and that's what Harry's stair things. I don't know how that's gonna come into place because there's a different bullet for the alibis as well, which might come in handy. Sure, yeah, this alibi one. So I'm pretty sure not many people have an alibi except for Masaru, Miami, and then Harry and Hyoma. Those are really the only 4 people who have a solid alibi. Everyone else probably in the cafeteria, I would say they have an alibi, but I think this alibi bullet is going to be used early on, and then it's going to be turned against them because everyone in the cafeteria would be the most suspicious because of other truth bullets that we have. For example, Madeline's testimony, which was about the cord that leads to the 2nd floor, which is clearly near the cafeteria, which means it's a huge possibility that the culprit is someone that was in the cafeteria. So SOTARO'S testimony, that was I remember she said she was in her room and then she woke up at the body discovery announcement. She ran into 2 people. It was Ikahara and Lion, I think. And so I don't know how that's gonna play in. Maybe that's their alibi intact, so it's possible that Lion and Ikahara have an alibi because of that, since they were together the entire time. But I don't know if that completely confirms SOTARO'S alibi, but I think that confirms Lion and Ikahara's alibi. Hyodo's account is about him and Harry they were together most of the time at the gym, so that would confirm their alibi completely. But I'm not entirely sure if they show at the same time, so it's not 100% motives. So this is the one that's obvious. Some of them had unfair motives while other ones were just like a little bit less, so that might disprove some motives, like for Masaru and Hyoda, who don't have solid motives. Masaru's letter, this is one's obvious. Cameron, it's really highly likely that Cameron did not write these letters, and so someone forged them and then gave it to Miami and Hosaru, the speaker. Now this one's a tricky one. I really don't know what the speaker could have done. All I can know is that it was used by someone in the cafeteria somehow by them turning it on. All I know is that because of the dustless area combined with the speaker, it's possible that, I don't know, the speaker might have pushed Cameron off somehow. I really don't know what the speaker could have done. Cameron was definitely on the vending machine. I don't know how she was lined up. Maybe she was lying on it or she was leaning on it, because I don't know how much dustless space there was on the vending machine. And so it's really likely that the speaker has something to do with pushing Cameron off the speaker, which leads to the question that since we'll talk more about it later. So the letter mix-up, we all know about that. Ikuhara switched rooms with Miami, confusing the person who wrote the letters to them, and so they had no idea that they were switching rooms with Miami, so they gave it to Masaru and Miami's room, but it was actually to Ikuhara. So that's gonna solve some questions in the trial for sure. Yua's autopsy, it's confirmed that Cameron did die from hanging, but it just also confirms that she was struggling, and then she went unconscious, and then the rest was history. So I'm guessing that, here's my theory. Beforehand, the killer came up to her and started strangling her with the rope, and then gagged her with the chloroform. So she was scratching at her neck trying to get the rope off, and then the killer Cameron was fighting, so the killer decided to gag her with the chloroform rag, and then and then the killer decided to come up with the trap I mentioned earlier, trying to hang her, and then that's where I get it. The problem is I have nothing on who the killer is. The best I have is Venn. Criminal analysis. This was how she knew that the crime was very messy, so it's someone who was rushed. So it's highly possible that this could lead to someone who very panicked about it, someone who didn't seem disoriented about it, which could lead to Hyoda, but Hyoda said he didn't have a good relationship with his mom, so that might break them down. Another big one that might seem a bit roughed up about this would have to be Anya. We haven't seen Anya at all during the investigation. We have no idea where she is. And for all we know, she was having a breakdown during it. So I don't know what's up with Anya. I don't know. I doubt Anya would have done it because we have a lot of time with her. The problem with the inconsistencies is that I didn't get to see the whole autopsy report. It says she was killed by stranglings. There's nothing wrong about that. Her height, I wasn't given that much information about anything really. Cause of death. So it's really hard to tell from the stage on the inconsistencies. So the problem is that I don't know anything. So my only bet is that if I were to choose anyone as a guess on who could be the killer, it would have to be Venn. Just because he was in the cafeteria and we saw him beforehand, and so he has a different side. I doubt he could be the killer for plot reasons, but based on the information I have now, I feel like he is the most likely killer, because I want to narrow down a bunch of people. Alright, so let's see, we gotta narrow down, so let's do process of elimination. So first we have Kazuoi. I'm pretty confident that Kazuoi is not the killer, but I'm gonna think that it would be like a 99% positive that he's the killer. That 1% is because yeah, we don't know much about what Jin did over the night. It's not completely confirmed on what he did over the night. He claims that he went to sleep. And so I really don't trust main characters now, but I'm really positive that Kazuoi did not commit the murder. Next we have Yua. So Yua was in the kitchen as well, so I can't completely write her off as being the killer, but the fact that she claims a bunch of stuff, like she has all her theories, she has a lot of truth bullets, so I doubt that because of the lack of truth bullets we have, I doubt they would give us this much problems with how a lot of her truth bullets are from her. And so just from that, I doubt she would like be that clumsy about the trial, because even she claimed it herself that this trial was like extremely clumsy, very bad. All the crime scene was really messy, so I doubt she would be the first killer of this trial. So I want to eliminate her. There's Ikuhara. Now I want to completely eliminate them because, you know, they switched rooms and they were still given the envelope, and I doubt they would give the envelope to themselves, the letter to themselves. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that Ikuhara is eliminated from that possible aspect. Next is obviously Miami and Mr. Oya himself. Miami was really broken down by Cameron. I really doubt that she would have committed the murder, but it might have been a facade. But she was with Masaru the entire time. So if they were like together the entire time, if that was confirmed, I'm pretty sure that's been confirmed. I really doubt that they had the time to be able to do anything, and that really just narrows it down to the people who were in the cafeteria and who was alone. The people who were in the cafeteria was Mr. Pastry Girl, Venn, Shishido, Madeline, and Yua. So we already eliminated Yua, and so that just leaves Madeline, Venn, Pastry Girl, I keep forgetting her name, and Shishido. And so I really doubt that Pastry Girl would do it this early, just because I feel like she has a plot thing that might come up like later on and just not now. But compared to other people like Venn and Madeline Shishido, it's she's really unlikely. I already know that Venn is really suspicious, just because of, I talked earlier that he was seen somewhere else but the kitchen or the cafeteria, but Madeline said he was at the cafeteria, and I doubt Madeline would be able to point out the thing, even though it was confirmed by Flower Girl that the cord wasn't there. So that confirms her suspicions. So if I were to choose anyone out of the cafeteria people to do it, it'd be Venn. About the people who were alone, well, we gotta eliminate Lion because she was with Ikuhara, and that was confirmed by Sotaro. And Sotaro, I doubt that he would be the killer, so that would eliminate him, just because, why not? So that would leave mainly 5 suspects, in which we're gonna eliminate Harry and Hyota because they were together at the gym, although we can't completely confirm that they were innocent because we're not completely sure they were together the entire time. It was possible that Hyota arrived earlier than Harry, or Harry arrived earlier than Hyota, and they all met up. So I can't completely confirm that they are, but then besides that, that would just leave 3 people that are suspicious: Flower Girl, Venn, and Anya. And so out of the 3, I would definitely say Venn, but Flower Girl was definitely a little bit suspicious because yeah, I'm not really too much sure about her. She had a little moment and she kind of had like some suspicious lines in there a little bit, but I also have to point out Anya. We didn't see her at all. Like I don't remember seeing her once during the entire investigation. So if I were to choose a top 3, that would most definitely be it. It'll be first Venn, second Anya, and then 3 Mrs. Flower Girl. Poo poo. And so yeah, that's definitely gonna be my theory for the first killer. And yeah, thanks you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm definitely not gonna do the trials yet. I'm gonna wait until like maybe half the parts have been released, or I'm not gonna wait until all the parts because that'd be way too long. But I'm definitely gonna do the trials a little bit later once things start settling down and such. Now I'm gonna focus on doing other finger rompas at the moment and wait until things happen, because I don't want to do one part as a video and then the rest is just history. I gotta be able to do all at once and keep my thought train going, because I don't want to lose my train of thought and mess up things. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, I kind of did. So make sure to leave a comments of anything, any theories that you have, because everything that's been happening is crazy. Honestly, Cameron's death shocked me completely the most. And so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. And with that, I bid you tons farewell.